So, participants, we'll move ahead with our short oral presentations for the National Summit with the theme Advancing National Tobacco Control Program at State Level. We have presenters from different states of India to share their journey of advancing the National Tobacco Control Program in their respective states, highlighting few of their best practices, followed by discussion. So, for this session, I would like to invite our moderator, Dr. Sonu Goyal, for introducing the chair of the session and to move ahead with the further proceedings. I request, sir, to please introduce our chair.
So thank you, Garima and Pritika. So for this short oral presentation, I would like to invite our chairs, Dr. L. Swasti Charan, who is currently Additional Deputy Director General of Health Services, National Tobacco Control Program, Government of India, and Mr. Praveen Sinha, National Professional Officer, WHO India Office, New Delhi. So Dr. Swasti Charan, I think everybody who is working in tobacco control might be knowing because he is one nodal contact person in the ministry whom we normally approach when we have any work related to or we need any circular or orders related to tobacco control. Besides being an alumni of Johns Hopkins School of Public Health, he is MD in Community Health Administration from Delhi University and Masters of Public Health from Massey University, New Zealand, and he has he currently leads national level of communicable disease program in Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, NTCP, NOHP, and NPCDCS. And he has, as told earlier, he has many interests. Besides being an implementer, he has an interest in operational research. So that's a good thing for academicians and researchers across. Mr. Praveen Sinha, who is a National Professional Officer at WHO India Office and has been extensively involved in tobacco control activities and strengthening our NTCP program in our country. So I invite both the chairs for this short oral presentation session, which is about advancing tobacco control program, NTCP, at the state level. So again, I request our speakers who are the state nodal officers or state consultants to be brief in their presentations. We have 5 states who will be presenting and they will be presenting around 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes, and we'll be having a buzzer in between. So please bear with us. So thank you. Over to now chairs. So Mr. Praveen Sinha can kindly introduce Dr. Sridevi Deshpande. Mr. Praveen, are you here with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
So we have a short presentation from Dr. Sridevi Deshpande. She's one of the state consultants working in the state of Karnataka, and she has done her bachelor's degree in dentistry and vast experience in hospital administration. She joined the State Tobacco Control Cell in 2016 and was instrumental in developing state guidelines on NTCP with the guidance from state nodal officer. And she has contributed tremendously to promoting the tobacco control services, the tobacco cessation services in the state of Karnataka. Dr. Sridevi Pandey.
Thank you, Praveen sir. So first, let me congratulate the organizers for having conducted this useful and helpful.
Dr. Sridevi, we are not able to listen to you. The problem with the audio.
Just give me a moment, sir, please.
Yeah, it's better now. It's better now. Yeah.
Am I audible now, sir?
It's, it's better now.
Yes, sir. Okay, let me start the slide presentation. Okay, sir, I congratulate the organizers for having conducted this session. We are receiving so many good inputs. Okay, and to start with my presentation, sir, we have the comparison chart here in my first slide between GATS 1 and GATS 2. So what we can notice is Karnataka's, my state's percentage is been much below the national average, which is a good indicator. So Karnataka's mean average has been 22, and even smokeless tobacco prevalence rate also has come down, and the only concern what we had is the exposure to second-hand smoke. So this we are still next slide. Now basis in 2 districts. 30 districts plus 2 metropolitan zones. So on a pilot basis, this started in only 2 districts, and now we have covered all 30 districts and also the metropolitan area. So that is in a phased manner. So earlier it was 14, then subsequently 2 more districts were added. Then as of now, we have and we have robust and dynamic team. Okay, already in all 30 districts, we have 3 people, worker and also psychologist also, who are working under National Tobacco Control Program. So it's a very dynamic unit. We have
I think your signal is quite weak, Dr. Sridevi. So maybe I'll go through the slides which are there because I think there is a disconnection. So I'll just go through. So they have told about the institutionalization of NTCP program in their state, where the state tobacco control cell was established in 2004, and there was a state level coordination committee which was established in the same year, followed by a high power committee under the chairmanship of Chief Secretary, Government of Karnataka. And there was a signing of MOU with Union for a BI project in 2013. I think, are you here? Okay. So they have established the district squad in all 30 districts by 2014, and in 2016 they have established the Taluk squad in 176 taluks. And they have also introduced online entry of FAFSA cases. So a lot of work has been done, and these are the progress of NTCP activities in 2 years, 17-18 to 19-20. So we can see that in 19-20, out of there are the target of 3,000 programs, school health programs. So they have done around 2,900 programs. Number of students sensitized, almost 3 lakh students were sensitized, and there were a lot many enforcement drives, and there were around 1,66,000 COTPA violation case booked by the enforcement team, and focus group discussions were done in around 1,400 subjects. District level coordination committee has been formed at 78 districts out of 120. There was a lot of TCC counseling happening there, capacity building programs around 156 out of, they have planned for 150, but they did for 156. And number of officers sensitized, around 7,000 odd officers were sensitized on NTCP. And these were some news coverages where In 2017, Karnataka was the highest number of COTPA violation cases in India. That is around 1,43,000 cases in India. And this is the utilization of funds. So a substantial amount of funds has been utilized out of the allocated funds. And these are the other initiatives by the team. There was an introduction of mobile app, as told earlier, for registration of COTPA violation cases, expansion of tobacco cessation services in all the districts. And another good point is they have tried to integrate the National Tobacco Control Program with other National Health Mission programs like TB program and other programs. And they have placement of trained human resource now in 120, that is entire Karnataka. And they have also issued SLT and pan masala sale and consumption ban orders in 21 districts by district administration to control the COVID spread. So integration of TCC services already told, and they selected 30 taluks for COTPA high compliance initiatives, conducted a lot of surveys and studies on tobacco control program, monitor the compliance. And this Bloomberg Initiative project is running in 14 districts of Karnataka and providing technical support to the state for effective implementation of NTCP. So it was the second state in India to ban e-cigarettes, and it was done in 2016. They introduced the Rose campaign. So it was the India's first campaign on tobacco-free institution led by students and teachers. So I think this was another excellent initiative which was done by Government of Karnataka. And there was effective implementation of WHO FCTC protocol. So they have ratified it. And in January 2019, government issued the notification on Article 5.3 FCTC. And FCTC agenda was discussed at district level coordination committee. So these were some of the IEC material displayed. And this was cancellation of municipal corporation MOU with ITC waste management project. So ITC is a tobacco company, Indian tobacco company. So they have done that. And these are some of the ITC sponsored. These were some of the ITC sponsored colleges. But after that, FCTC Article 5.3 was implementation of tobacco control program in Bangalore city in coordination with their municipal corporation. So thank you very much. So on behalf of Dr. Sridevi, I have presented her slides. Thank you, Dr. Sridevi. So,
Our next.
Go ahead, Mr. Praveen.
So our next presentation is from Dr. Nirlip Kaur. She is the State Nodal Officer for Tobacco Control in the state of Punjab. And she also looks after the oral health program. So it's a wonderful integration. She has 18 years of experience and is dedicatedly in the domain of tobacco and oral health. She is extensively working on oral cancer screening in states of among patients in the state of Punjab.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Dr. Praveen, for the introduction. And we'll be talking about the state of Punjab advancing NTCP at state level. Then there is about 75 to 80 persons, they die due to tobacco use in Punjab every day, out of more than 3,500 per day in India. And according to the GATS survey, tobacco users in Punjab, they are 13.4%, and smokers, they are 7.3%, and smokeless tobacco, the persons who use smokeless tobacco, that is 8%. Now there is institutional arrangement at two levels. At state level, we have state level coordination committee under the chairmanship of Principal Secretary Health to the Government of Punjab. Then we have state level task force under the chairmanship of Principal Secretary Punjab. And then we have state tobacco control cell under the state program officer NTCP. And then we have MPART committee on FCTC 5.3 headed by Principal Secretary, held to the government of Punjab. Then at the district level, we have district level coordination committees, which is headed by the district commissioner, then district level task force, headed by again the district commissioner of that district, then district tobacco control cell, which is headed by the district nodal officer, and that nodal officer has to be of the rank of SMO level. And then we have the tobacco cessation centers at the district level. Then this is the year-wise detail of challans under COTPA 2003. And in 2019-20, we had a number of challans. They were 21,581. And from the year 2008 till 2020, the grand total comes out to be 1,89,585. And then we have launched also the various court cases under Section 5. There is one case, and then we have under Section 7 of COTPA also. Then we have the tobacco smoke-free Punjab. In Farid, that is under Section 4, that study was done by PGI Chandigarh, and the area they take is under Section 4, smoking at public places, and that is Faridkot district. That has 96.7% of compliance, with second Kapurthala at 96.4% compliance, and at Sangrur is at 96.1% compliance. And then next, Punjab is the first state to ban e-cigarettes, and that was done under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act in 2013. And Punjab was the first one to block or ban the sale of e-cigarettes on e-commerce sites. 2 sellers of e-cigarettes, one in district Mohali, that was done in 2016, and Sangrur in 2018, they have been penalized with fine and imprisonment. Then there is ban on smokeless tobacco and spitting during COVID. Then Punjab is the third state to ban hookah bars under the COTPA Act 2003, and the complete ban on hookah bars was notified on 18 September 2018. Next, please. Then there is ban on smokeless tobacco and spitting during COVID-19. Spitting of tobacco at public places, that was banned in Punjab, that is banned in Punjab since 2017 under Section 268, 269 and 278 of IPC. And 12 districts have banned the sale of smokeless tobacco, pan masala, etc. during COVID-19. Then we have 739 tobacco-free villages in the state. That is, we consider the 739 tobacco-free villages in the state on the following parameters, like there is prohibition on the sale and use of tobacco at public places. Then tobacco-free village signages are at the entry and then exit of the village. Then we have village level committees for monitoring the compliance. Then regular IAC activities and enforcement drives are conducted. Next, please. Then all the government schools and colleges have been declared as tobacco-free according to the tobacco-free guidelines, and there is a written declaration from all the schools and colleges. Then Punjab government ran a yellow line campaign to make youth more aware about the COTPA and harmful effects of tobacco. And like this year, we can't afford to go in for this yellow line campaign. And instead, on World No Tobacco Day also, we'll be going in for the media and IC campaigns on radios, and TV campaign will be going in for. And then we have other tobacco-free initiatives like at Sultanpur Lodi, that was declared tobacco-free city, and in 2019, then tobacco-free health institutions are there. All the health institutions are tobacco-free. Then we have three media houses like Punjab Kesari, Chartikala Times, TV, they are also tobacco free. Then we have all the films and TV that is also tobacco free, and all the government offices are tobacco free, and tourist spots and places, they are also tobacco free. Next, please. We have tobacco cessation centers at all the district hospitals of Punjab, where the free counseling and cessation medicines like tablet bupropion, nicotine gums, and patches, they are being provided at free of cost. And then we have equipment like spirometers and carbon monoxide monitors in all these tobacco cessation centers to increase motivation towards smoking cessation. Like we have tobacco cessation services, they are also available at all dental OPDs of district hospitals in the state of Punjab and all the drug de-addiction centers. And then we have collaboration with PGIMR at two districts of SAS Nagar and Fatehgarh Sahib under the NCD clinics. And we have also collaborations with the TB and that is on pilot basis at two districts of Punjab, that is at SAS Nagar, three districts rather, SAS Nagar, Kapurthala and Sangrur. Thank you.
Thank you, Nirle, for the nice presentation from one of the leading countries in tobacco control, leading state in the country for tobacco control, which obviously is Punjab on many fronts. They were the first to do many of the initiatives as a leader for the rest of the country. Thank you very much, Nirle. And now
it means a lot coming from you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now I have the privilege of introducing another state, which happens to be one of the first states which I visited after I assumed the post of CMO at the time for tobacco control program. That is Uttar Pradesh. So Dr. Alok, we have known him for long. He is a government officer of the Uttar Pradesh Provincial Medical and Health Services in India, and a surgeon by training, and has a professional experience of about 31 years, and currently the Joint Director Health since 2014, managing the National Tobacco Control Program along with other NCD programs such as the NCD, the NPCDCS, the main NCD program, and also the elderly program and the palliative care as well. He is one of those leaders in tobacco control who also introduced Yellow Line campaign in 2018-19 for strengthening compliance of the CODPA section 4 and 6, and he is responsible for strict implementation of the anti-spitting during this COVID times, regulation to fight against smokeless tobacco. So, Dr. Alok, the stage is yours now.
No, I will give you a brief about the programs undertaken and the initiatives undertaken by the our state tobacco control cell to disseminate the various components of the anti-CP program throughout the state. And we instituted a robust framework for district, sub-district level, and capacity building of the district nodal officers, district consultants, and their training and sensitization, including the orientation of the various stakeholders of the other departments, with the coordinating with them and conducting their training workshops regularly. IEC material has been developed and disseminated throughout the state for this. Various legislative provisions like different notifications, circulars, and orders, they have been also issued from the empowered levels like highest level chief secretary, principal secretary, and secretary health, and director general of the UP, because the law enforcer had to be involved also for the enforcement of the various provisions of the tobacco control laws. As far as the yellow line concerned, I will give you a brief that we instituted this yellow line component throughout the state, and on the 2nd of the October in 2018, on the 125th of the resume. And then we have launched with this freedom from tobacco products campaign through Yellow Line campaign in Pan state. And here we ambitiously embarked upon including the mandated school, but also all the government establishments, maybe the government offices, training institutes, other schools, and whosoever is trying or included in the government program, all the government established have to be declared tobacco-free confines by the Yellow Line campaign. And till date, I would like to share that till date we could cover these various government offices, including the educational institution. About 28,600 entities have been covered under the Yellow Line campaign, and we have so that each of the government office, their head of departments have to satisfy themselves and then declare their institution tobacco free and covered with the Yellow Line campaign. And ultimately, after the line listing of all the government departments, the district magistrate, including all the district nodal officers, they have to make a little small function and declare the state tobacco free. Till date in the UP, out of the 75 districts, more than 46 districts had declared all the government establishments tobacco free and covered with the Yellow Line campaign. This Yellow Line campaign has been taken notice by the WHO as well. This is the some pics during the launching of the last year's 31st May WNTD, and we have launched it massively throughout the state, and to give an impetus to the existing Yellow Line program, as well as the coverage of all the government institutions for the tobacco free section 4 and section 6 compliance. These are the various certificates issued by the different districts. I want to share this. Now the way forward, as per this year's tobacco WNTD program, I would like to give certain my inputs that the smokeless tobacco has been menace for the northern states, especially UP and Bihar. And as per the COVID-19 pandemic is continuing in the whole of the world, we have issued letters from the chief secretary level at the DG level and the principal secretary health level to combat this spitting and consumption of the tobacco products as well as the pan masala. In my opinion, along with the smokeless tobacco, pan masala should also be banned, because as soon as one chews anything from the pan masala or the tobacco, this salivation urges him to spit on and on. So this should be banned, and we should think upon it and come out with a comprehensive ban on this tobacco, as well as the arecanut or containing or the pan masala, which have been publicized and promoted by the companies very effectively in media and social media. Thank you. इसको sharing बंद कर दो, नेट का issue है. Thank you for letting me present this thing. यार इसको तो आना चाहिए नहीं आ रहा ना ये।
Thank you, Dr. Alok. Thank you very much for the presentation. Dr. Alok is very right. Apart from the SLTs, the areca nut preparations, including pan masala, induces the person's body, the salivary glands in the body to increase the salivation to about 300 times. So you have no other way but to spit it out. And that during COVID times is very relevant. And I agree with what Dr. Alok has just said. Thank you very much, Dr. Alok.
Thank you, Dr. Charan. And there were some issues with the connectivity issues, and I regret for those.
No issues, sir. No issues.
Thank you. Thank you.
I request the chair to please introduce our next speaker for the session.
Can we get the next speaker's slide, please?
I request Dr. Alok to please close their slides.
Okay. It's again another pleasure for me to introduce a friend, as well as a tobacco warrior and someone who is there in the tobacco control circle for many years, Dr. Lalit Ranjan Pathak. He is a state nodal officer for NCD as well as tobacco control. The NCD program comprises of many programs, and one of them being the National Tobacco Control Program. He has 30 years of experience in the Government Health Department of Jharkhand. At present, the state nodal officer for the NCD, looking after these various programs, all related to the NCD. He's also responsible for the telemedicine and ban on sale and consumption of any kind of tobacco products and spitting in public places during the COVID-19 pandemic. And he's also one instrumental for ban of 11 types of pan masala containing magnesium carbonate. Dr. Lalit, this is really an achievement for the country. I know how hard you and your team must have worked with various departments to get this done. So all my congratulations and best wishes to you for the future endeavors. And Dr. Lalit, the virtual platform is yours now.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, yes.
Thank you once again, sir. And this is a pleasure to share this platform with you. And I congratulate the organizers for such an innovation during these COVID periods and maintaining the social distancing. And I think such webinars are to stay for a long time till the COVID pandemic ends. So talking about Jharkhand, we started way back in 2008-9 with pilot for tobacco control in Dhanbad and East Singhbhum districts. Later, 3 districts were added, Bokaro, Ranchi and Dumka. In 16-17, 9 more districts were added. And at present, all the 24 districts are implementing this program. Regarding the advancement of tobacco control in Jharkhand, I have to state that being a part of Bihar at one time, the tobacco prevalence is mainly regarding the smokeless tobacco, just like Bihar. As same as Bihar, most of the tobacco users here in Jharkhand are addicted to smokeless tobaccos like chewing tobacco, use of jarda with betel leaves that we call pan, also use of gutka, pan masala, use of gul and gudaku for brushing their teeth. These are also tobacco products. Coming to the GATT survey, we see that there was a reduction in prevalence from 50.1% to 38.9%. Smokeless tobacco users also reduced from 47.9 to 35.4. And the smoking showed a little increase, but as such it is low here in Jharkhand. Next slide. Next slide, please. Coming to the institutional structure of the National Tobacco Control Program, at state level we have the STCCC under the chairmanship of our Chief Secretary. At district levels we have tobacco control coordination committees headed by deputy commissioners. At block level we have block tobacco control coordination committees chaired by the block development officers. We have also constituted flying squads at various levels, at state level, at district level, at subdivision and block levels. In all the 24 districts, it has been done. Next slide. The major steps that are taken by various departments, I'd like to highlight those. Next. From the health department, notifications for nodal officers for tobacco control have been done for all the 24 districts. The chalaning mechanism has been set up in the state for enforcement of Code 2003. Chalan money receipt books have been printed and distributed at district levels. Flying squads have been constituted at all the levels. One major thing that we have done was a provision of sale of loose cigarettes in the state of Jharkhand. Next. Then there was notifications issued for the authorized officers for the enforcement of section 4, 5, 6 and 7 for CODPA 2003. CODPA 2003 was uploaded in the district websites, and the national toll-free numbers for reporting tobacco law violation were uploaded in the official websites in the NHM and also in the district websites. Orders were issued for target-based enforcement drive by districts, subdivision and block flying squads, and also by the police stations on weekly basis. There was a ban on e-cigarettes. All government offices were declared as tobacco-free zone. Tobacco-free signages were displayed in all the government schools and educational institutions. There was a ban on spitting in public places. That was done recently during the COVID periods. We had also banned the use and sale of tobacco products, which is still continuing. I hope till the 31st. Apart from that, during this period, we also banned 11 brands of pan masala, which were found to be containing magnesium carbonate. Next. From the police department, the CODPA 2003 has been included as an agenda in the monthly crime review meetings by the Jharkhand Police. ADG CID has been appointed as nodal officer for tobacco control laws. Head constables have been notified for section 4 and 6 of CODPA. This has been done. Order has been issued by ADJ police to all SSPs and SP, including railway, for providing police force during the raids. Next. From the finance side, a separate head has been provided for depositing the amounts collected as fine under different sections of CODPA 2003. Then regarding the commercial tax, it is not important now, but we had introduced 5% VAT on BDs, but now GST has come up, so it is taxed under the GST. Regarding education department, we have issued education department has issued necessary orders directions to all the district education officer for enforcement of different sections of TOTWA in all educational institutions, and revised guidelines of tobacco-free educational institutions have been sent. Chapters related to tobacco control have been added in the school books. So during elections, the polling booths are declared as tobacco-free. Then by the Urban Development Department, vendor licensing has been made mandatory for selling tobacco. So these are the major initiatives that we have taken in Jharkhand. Then out of 24 districts, in 23 districts, we have established our TCCs, tobacco cessation centers. Apart from that, we have also established TCCs in Bokaro General Hospital, which is a PSU, and also in RIMS Dental College at Ranchi. TCC has been established in collaboration with NTCP. And enforcement drives are being carried out till we started quite late, that is around January, February 2017, and collections to around 4 lakhs have been, more than 4 lakhs have been done, and more than 3,000 persons have been fined. So these are the things that we have done in Jharkhand. Next. So this is what are the achievements of Jharkhand, and I would like to end my presentation by saying that take good care of your body, for it is the only place we have to live in. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pathak. I think this was a very nice presentation from the state of Jharkhand. What is very noticeable and what other state government can also have a look is how the institutional mechanism has happened in Jharkhand. We all have many facets of tobacco control program. Some of them are easy to do, but not very effective, but all the more important. But there are some of the hard-hitting activities which we need to take if we want to make some difference in the country. So Jharkhand is one of those few states which in the last few years has taken a lot of great steps, and all congratulations to the entire government, entire team of Dr. Lalit and other partners like Deepak Mishra of SEEDS working with you. We would like to congratulate all of you again, please.
Thank you, sir.
We request our chair to please introduce Dr. Kamlesh, our next presenter from Chhattisgarh.
Do we have a slide for Dr. Kamlesh, although we know him very well?
I'd like to end my presentation by saying that
Dr. Kamlesh, I would like to introduce him as another friend, another partner in the public health community. He is a professor of community medicine, someone very deep into public health, and that is why he makes a very good nodal officer for NTCP as well as other NCD programs. Dr. Kamlesh, yours.
How the institutional mechanism has happened in Jharkhand. We all have many facets of tobacco control program. Some of them are easy to do, but not.
Dr. Kamlesh, I think you have to unmute your mic. No, we can't hear you.
Sorry, but instead of Dr. Kamlesh, Dr. Diksha will be presenting. She is program manager in Bloomberg's.
Of SEEDS working with you.
Hello.
We would like to congratulate.
Okay, Diksha, please go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am, you're audible.
Thank you so much. This is Dr. Diksha Puri, Program Manager from.
Request our chair to please introduce Dr. Kamlesh, our next presenter from Chhattisgarh.
This is Dr. Diksha Puri, Program Manager, BI Project from the Union.
Do we have a slide for Dr. Kamlesh, although we know him very well? I'd like to end my presentation by saying that.
So should I continue? Hello?
Dr. Kamlesh, I would like to introduce him as another friend, another partner in the public health community. He is a professor of community medicine, someone very deep in public health, and that is why he makes a very good nodal officer for NTCP as well as.
I request the speakers to please shut the YouTube, whosoever's YouTube is working in the background. I request to please mute the YouTube. I request the speakers to please mute the YouTube channel running at the background. Over to Dr. Diksha. Dr. Diksha.
Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Diksha, please, over to you. You may please start with the presentation.
Thank you so much. This is Dr. Diksha Puri, Program Manager from the BI project, the Union. I have been working since last 1 year under this program in Chhattisgarh. I would like to highlight all the progress the state has made under the program. First of all, the program started in 2012-13 with 4 districts as a pilot project. Then went from 4 districts to 9 districts, then to 14, and last year, all the 27 districts in Chhattisgarh have been covered with the program. The program is being implemented in all the districts of the Chhattisgarh. District Tobacco Control Cell has been established within all the districts with designated nodal officers. The major challenge we are facing in Chhattisgarh is the lack of manpower, all the staff, we can say. We are working with only 7 social workers, 6 counselors, and 4 district consultants in all 27 districts. The program has achieved great speed in last 2 years at both state and district level. Collectors are taking special involvement for district level coordination committee meetings, and also during the last 31st World No Tobacco Day, the collectors were very involved in all the programs at all the district level. The special initiatives we have started is the first smoke-free city we declared was Jashpur Nagar on 26 January 2020 with the help of AIMS, and of course the union staff was also involved, the BI project team. Bilaspur became the first district to act against the e-cigarette after the ban order that was released on December. Interdepartmental coordination committees with all the different departments is going on, with the education department, with the railway department, all the respected stakeholders. Recently, we have issued a loose cigarette ban order in January for the better implementation of COTPA Section 7 in all the districts. Currently, district level committees have been established in all the 27 districts with a total of 69 DLCC meetings organized last year by 22 districts. Out of 27, 22 districts performed the DLCC meetings, 5 districts couldn't do the meetings. A total of 3,844 school programs have been covered with the main focus for the youth. Enforcement squads are formed in all the districts and doing enforcement activities once in every month, and a total of 1,500 around challans have been put up under Section 4 and 6 in the last year, with a total of around 2 lakh amount which was booked under this challans. The interdepartmental convergence or the interdepartmental support is increasing year after year. This year we have involved with the special initiative of the BA team also. We have involved the railways, the NRLM, the Mitanians, and all the other the district level legal society heads also for the better implementation. These are some important letters we have issued for the better implementation of the program. Like, all the government offices should be declared tobacco free. the district collectors are writing the orders for all the lower departments for their departments to be declared smoke free. This is the order for Yellow Line campaign. This is the order for Health and Wellness Center tobacco free declaration, also for enforcement squad letter. Now the tobacco cessation services in Chhattisgarh. Out of 27 districts, 21 districts have tobacco cessation centers where around 50,000 people have availed services, mostly on psychological services like counseling and all. And apart from the 27 districts, the 6 dental colleges in Chhattisgarh are also providing support for tobacco cessation centers. They are also separately working for tobacco cessation. These are the tobacco cessation centers in the dental colleges and also in the district hospitals. The dental colleges are also supporting in the awareness activities, like the first shows the awareness rally by the dental colleges for better implementation of the program and better support. With these activities, we have achieved a greater level of commitment towards tobacco control, a greater level of coordination from all the other departments. More than 100 tobacco users have tried to quit the consumption of tobacco, out of which around 75 have been succeeded in quitting the tobacco use. The media plays a very important role in generating awareness in the state. These are the few media clips. Apart from all these, we are also practicing Yellow Line campaign. After Karnataka started, we have also started doing Yellow Line campaign, and we have involved Yellow Line campaign as a target along with the school awareness activities. All the schools that are under the school awareness program have to do the Yellow Line campaign and report. These are some innovative awareness activities performed last year during 31st May No Tobacco Day. The special collectors were involved during school awareness activities, even during college activity programs, during painting and drawing competition. We made a human chain mid-media activities, innovative IC activities during last World No Tobacco Day. And now some progress at district level. We have initiated vendor licensing at district level through the use of through Nagar Nigam, but that is in a very preliminary phase as we have put the matter at DLCC meeting in the presence of respected district collectors. We have at least initiated the importance of vendor licensing. Few recent achievements in Chhattisgarh. A special letter from CM Sir regarding Nasha Mukti Kendra, establishment of a tobacco cessation center in collaboration with Nasha Mukti Kendra both, and the letter for e-cigarette ban from the state level. That was also an initiative, and the special initiative in January, loose cigarette ban order, which was issued by the Health Secretary ma'am. And the first city to be declared smoke-free in Chhattisgarh was Jashpur smoke-free city, after which the state has gained a lot of confidence, and now the state is looking forward for making the tourist places smoke-free. The target set earlier was 31st May, but because of Corona we couldn't do. Now we extend the targets for smoke-free declaration to at least October. Thank you so much for the time, and I look at it like an opportunity to present. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diksha, for the nice presentation. I think we all should note here that apart from the institutional mechanism, which the state has also done, we would also like to acknowledge that as per the mandate of the Dental Council of India, now in every dental college in the country, we should have a tobacco cessation center. So the state has already taken that initiative, and that is a good way of integrating oral health program with tobacco national tobacco control program. The dentist being now going to play a lot of role in tobacco cessation. Thank you very much for the nice presentation.
Thank you, sir. And I also thank our speakers for the session and sharing their innovative practices at the state level. I also thank our chair for their concluding remarks and being with us throughout the session. Now we break for lunch and we'll meet again at 2:30. Also, the results, we have the results for our second segment of the quiz, and the winners for the first question are Mr. Nauman Salim, Prachi Kerkar, and Dr. Surdi. For second question, Dr. Arpit, Gaurang Nazar, Dr. Sahana. And for third question, we have Archana Agnihotri, Vedha, and Prachi Kerkar again. So with